What's up, guys? It's your boys Wolkie back with another Chris Watts, Nichol Kessinger kind of video, obviously. And today we're going to be taking a look at I want to say this is the third and final interview that actually was in person, because the other ones were on the phone, unfortunately. We're going to be taking a look at this video of everything inside her words that you can pinpoint. Red flag, for one. Two, that she was involved. She pretty much gives herself away and she doesn't realize it, but the detective doesn't even realize it either. And we're like, it's right there. So we're going to look at all this right now together. But before we go any further, do me a solid favor and subscribe to the YouTube channel by hitting that wiper icon down the bottom right, or wherever it might be. It's white. It says subscribe, so hit it. Make sure you guys hit the bell icon next to it, so when I do post videos, you guys will be getting that little ring notification that I've posted that video, and then you guys can watch, comment, like, and share. And again, thank you guys so much for the almost 60,000 subscribers. I can't thank you guys enough. We're on our way to 100K, but I need your guys' help. So make sure you guys do so. Also, link is in the description for Midnight Mysteriologist. Go over to her channel, give her some love, do the thing, subscribe, comment, like, and share. You know the deal. I know there hasn't been a video posted in a year, but you still want to give some of these channels that are older and in the past and stuff like that, still have some great content. So go over there and give her some love. And with that being said, let's get into the video. But really listen to this. If you have a headset, I suggest you put it on. Get closer to the TV, but don't hurt your eyes. But you definitely want to listen to NK and how she talks with the investigator at all times. Let's take a look.
15th, because those are critical days. But other conversations between you and Chris, or other text messages between you and Chris from June or July, then it makes it harder for me to find all those. Do you understand what I mean? It's easier for them to just take everything. I don't know. Are they?
Yeah. I mean, except for when I first met him, and it was his APC thing.
Okay. And then what about your phone log? It's always his 910 number
all the time.
Right.
Like it's always that one, or originally was his.
We talked about your GPS.
We talked about your GPS, huh? Like you know where your phone is.
Locating, like knowing where your phone is at certain times.
I mean, you guys can have all that.
Okay, so movement in the house centered around the basement. Whoa, hold on. Monday, August 13th, 2018. Okay, so there's... Oh, this is... Okay, Chris Watts' house. Okay. Movement in the house centered around basement. I didn't know the sensors were that head on. So he woke up at 4:23. So between when Shanann stopped or came at the house, which was like 1 something, she had to take at least a good half an hour to get ready for bed, maybe, unless she wanted to go to sleep. So within 3 hours, these murders happened. Okay, so neighbor Nate says his camera is first tripped at 4:11. So it took him almost an hour, or between 4:23 and 5:11 was that when the murders took place. Man, makes you really think there. Watts left his home with the bodies of his family piled in the back seat, which is 5:48. Nicole's phone finally pings at 6:15. So that makes sense if, for like the other channel that we just talked about, where Chris probably did these murders, and he called Nichol stating, I did this, I don't know what to do, I need your help. She comes over, gives him a hug, like tells him, I'll get you taken care of, whatever like that. I'll fix this. Like that other woman channel said, Chelsea. At 6:16, she's like, I got somebody that can help us with this. She calls Jim to help. Am I onto something? I don't know. Watts made 3 unanswered calls to Robert at 6:29, 6:31. Okay, interesting. That's kind of creepy.
I was like, oh my God, so many texts on here between me and all my friends. I'm like, do they really want all this stuff?
Well, is there anything in those?
So that, hold on, hold. I'm looking at this now. So 4:23, there's movement in the center of the basement. So if Chris got up from that bed, but wait, he said he was in the upstairs bed because she got into bed with me. So this could be, if he was laying in the, wait, so 423, movement in the center of the bed. So this had to have been, I feel like I'm onto something. Because if she came upstairs, got into bed, whatever have you, and he said he was in bed with her, this would guarantee he was upstairs the entire time. I feel like I'm onto something. Because this would show that the basement was not included unless he needed to go downstairs to the basement to get something that he might have left there. That's the only thing I could think of. I felt like I was onto something. Like this was telling us exactly where he was and how she was, or where she was as well, so we could rule out one area. Yeah, I felt like I was onto something. Maybe it'll come to me again, but let's continue.
Those texts that you'd be concerned with?
Not really.
So, well, not really, or yes
Not really, because I deleted all of the most important stuff.
or no?
No, I mean, like, the other day, my dad and I decided to do some damage control because a lot of people were like, hey, please call me, I don't know what to say, and I just told them all, like,
Damage
I didn't
control.
say anything. I pretty much just said, if Mistress contact you, tell them no comment. I was like, please be nice to them. I was like, you do not need to talk to them. It was like, I'm safe, I'm not in trouble, I've been breaking laws, and I was just like, just send your love and support, and that was all I said to people.
So did that prompt all the phone calls of people going,
No.
are you okay?
I'm still going to see you. I won't bother you. See, according to her text to Chris Watts, Nichol told a friend about him as early as 6:30. That throws a wrench in all that, too.
They were prompting me.
Right.
That is why I did that, because I didn't even want to, like, say that, but I was getting all sorts of texts from people that were like, media's trying to contact me, I don't know what to do. I didn't tell them that I
That's a good check
was a
right there.
witness. I didn't tell them anything about that. It was just like, just say no comment, I need you to do this.
Okay.
And then a couple of my, like, super, super close friends, I asked them if they would be courteous enough to take all the pictures that we had of each other
Holy
on Facebook
crap.
and social media. It's the same phone number that's on this one, 656-9605.
So full of it.
So no, I mean, you guys can
Look really
you guys
happy.
can look
So,
at this.
So no, third denial that she spoke with friends regarding the Chris Watts thing. And you look really happy, so that denied it. And he's very handsome. Denial again.
there was a conversation that I asked you about between you and Charlotte, too.
That's the same girl.
That same girl who was freaking out.
Yeah.
So, was there ever a conversation about kids with you and Charlotte? Like, I can't remember the exact
Firstborn
context,
son.
but
I
you guys
told
were
her to
talking.
hang out
Oh, we
with
don't want to
guys
see that.
who had kids.
Okay. And what?
She has not even, like, put
Wait, all right.
any
So
of
your
that.
conversation about him having kids, how did that go?
I mean, I don't know, I just told her,
Is it still? Did you delete that, or is it still in
No,
there?
I have no reason to delete anything else on my phone. The only
Okay.
reason I deleted all this stuff with Chris is because
He grossed
he was
him out.
making me feel really uncomfortable, and I didn't want to see it in my phone anymore.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, let me scroll all the way back here. We're in the scroll talk a lot. No, she is like,
So let's just,
Speaking with
while we're
friends
here,
about Chris
because
Watts and his family.
we talked about this before, but we didn't talk about the specific context of what that message said regarding children. So obviously, in the situation,
I'm surprised
that
he's
we're
letting
looking
her
at
be
now,
on her phone.
with, the death of 2 children and all the other circumstantial stuff going around in the case. I just want to make sure there was no comments ever made by you regarding, children or dislike of
I
children
want to give
or
you
love
your
of
first
children.
son.
Either way, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
Let me find it.
Like, and they're okay with that. Like, she goes, mumbles, yeah, I guess. They're gonna take that? Oh yeah. We'll take that response as, that's very good.
I think this is where this starts. You guys can just take whatever you want off of there.
So it's easier for me to just take everything than it is to single it out. Plus, for the purposes of this case, the less exposure, we already have, you drew concern from me when you told me you deleted everything from Chris. I've already told you that. You understand why. There's no question as
She's
to
not
why
even
I
looking
caused
at
you.
him.
So if there's anything else that ever comes up, I have it, and then we can just discuss it. Do you understand what I mean? All right.
Yeah, I get. What is? Oh my gosh. She doesn't even respond, and he just like, let me write this down. NK seems noticeably irritated how that Agent Kobach was expressing his concern about her deleting everything regarding Chris.
She starts right there.
She should not be touching the
about her and her
phone.
fiance. So that was like weeks ago.
She seems irritated for sure.
And she hasn't brought it up
Sent a
since
picture of
really, or
herself
like
with Chris
connected
Watts,
the
her
dots,
best
or like
friend.
said shit. I mean, you guys can look through all
Yeah,
those
recognized
texts.
his face the next day on the news, August 13th. Text between Charlotte, NK's best friend, and CBI agent. She agreed to send me screenshots of her text with Kessinger. The latest text message that I have from Nikki start on the 21st. I probably deleted the whole conversation when Nikki asked me to. I knew about the text messages we talked about because yesterday evening I got her voicemail, and when Nikki came over later that night, I told her you had called, and I wanted to verify that it was actually the CBI calling me and not a scammer trying to get information. She said it could be because of the text were exchanged, and then she shows me. What? Did they even do an interview on her, Charlotte?
And I don't know
I'd like
when
to see
that
that.
was. That was definitely when things were going good. So this is like weeks prior, I'm just assuming. I think the date is at the top of whenever we started texting that day.
She was here at my house.
It looks, this is
We talk a lot.
August 7th.
Yeah.
So I reference everything to
Text
Sunday.
messages from her friend Charlotte are from Sunday, August 7th, during which time he was on his way back from North Carolina.
So that's the only conversation
told
like
him-
that on there, I believe.
I
on my
don't
phone.
feel. Okay. She's doing a good job putting things together here. Shannon told her friend that she told Watts she doesn't feel safe with him after he told her didn't want, or after he told her he didn't want the baby. If you don't feel safe with your significant other, you need to leave. That's when if you went from loving and enjoying your lives with them and stuff like that, and yet you say you don't feel safe, you need to leave. Do not stay. Do not go back. You need to leave. Shannon points out to Chris Watts that she knows there is something wrong that he's not telling her. Flight reminder. Shannon texts a friend. Phone pings connects to the home router.
I don't think there's like anything else. And she even last night like still wasn't even.
I don't know who he is.
Hard, dude.
Maybe give me something he did. Nothing. But go to bed. So they just went to bed. They didn't argue. But maybe she got back up after their fight at 2. Effing sucks. I don't want to leave here.
Other than that, there shouldn't really be anything on with other people. But you guys can just pull everything off that phone if
As
you
long
want.
as you're okay with that, that's would be
I mean,
my
if that
preference.
makes your life easier.
It's not just about making it easier, it's just less. So if there's any question.
She called the police department on August 7th, but the murders hadn't even happened yet.
Like I told you before, like the 2 girls you just met did a lot of interviews in this case. They've done a lot of work. They may know things that I don't. There's no way we can all know everything. So they might go, oh, because somebody else is the one who told me about Charlotte and this message. So I've never read this.
Well, that's probably why.
Somebody else told him about Charlotte and her. She didn't come to. Oh,
Potentially, I'm
assuming that that's
Yeah.
what that is. Because I said his name. And I don't even think she's put two and two together. Because last night, it was just like the way she was talking. She wasn't like, this is him, this is it.
Oh my gosh, right
Like,
there.
I don't know what's going on. I just assume this is it, because this guy looked at Anadarko, but she is not even, like, processing.
Oh, it just makes me wanna just shake her.
What? Is occurring?
His text between NK and Charlotte was not included in the discovery. Kobach asked Nichol what she meant by following.
He has a lot to take care of in life. What did you mean when you said that?
He has a mortgage and he has kids and responsibilities. I mean, he's a father with a house.
You're even saying in here he's all about his kids.
Yeah.
Good
And
thing,
she was, like,
I
asking
think.
somewhere in there, like, I mean, everything I had to say about him at that point was, like, really positive. Like, I think I made it clear that I wasn't, like, 100% sure this was, like, the man of my dreams and I was going to spend the rest of my life with him or anything, but I was enjoying the time that I was spending with him at that point.
Mistress. Referring that
You're
he has two
referencing
kids
that he has
and
two
that
kids
you don't
and
like that.
You don't like that because you want.
Are you effing kidding me right now? I'm trying to. It shows it right here. You're referencing that he has two kids and you don't like that. What? It's right there.
Want to have that experience with somebody else? Is that what?
I just said I wasn't sure if he was the one that I wanted to be with because he had already, like, done everything.
Okay.
Like, I was like, it would be really nice to kind of, like, have kids and have my own marriage and all of that stuff. So that was never anything I conveyed to him.
You said he's handsome, huh? Did you send her a picture?
Mm-hmm.
And these were not added into the discovery?
Is that because what you did?
Why?
From what you
I
deleted?
think it's from when I deleted all my photos of his stuff.
It makes me so angry.
He's kind of short.
I mean, I talked to her in a way that I wouldn't, like, talk to him as, like, my girl, you know what I'm saying? It's
I get it. No, I'm just teasing you a little bit.
I can just see the double horns. Just trying to figure out what to say.
Talking about shoes and
other stuff.
Okay.
But then she brought it up again last night.
Murders
she
brought up what?
That case.
But she didn't, like, connect the dots. She was, like, freaking out, like, her dad just died. And she was really upset. She wanted me to come see her on Saturday because it's his wake.
So unexpected.
Kind of, sort of.
Okay.
He had Parkinson's. So, kind of, but not. You know what I'm saying? It was a very drawn out thing. But she's having a really hard time with it. I knew she would. And she's like, can you make the wake on Saturday? And I was like, I'm really hesitant to leave the house. And I didn't tell her that, but I was like, I don't know. I'll try. And I'm going to go, but I'm not going to tell her until it's, like, right before I need to be there. And
so what did she reference? Just is Chris the guy? I'm more interested
No, she didn't even ask me if she was just like, she's like, I don't know what's going on. She's like, you can just read it.
Okay. So you mentioned on your text before you were coming that there was other information that you thought of that was important again?
Yeah.
More info?
When we get so sidetracked.
I'll look at this, will you do that? And then...
I'll show you where it is.
Yeah,
There's
show
so
me where it
much
is.
in here. Like, I will just say...
You guys talk a lot.
Oh, yeah. She is like my...
And
right
that's
here.
incriminating
So
evidence on her phone, and they didn't
and
add it
she's
to
not even asking
discovery.
about him. She's saying he
Like,
looks like her ex.
kidding me?
That's when she first brings him up. She doesn't even mention me at that point.
Don probably doesn't even realize we've got
I don't
the
even think
news.
she realizes
It's the
it's the
same
same guy.
See.
Like, legitimately. I think this girl is so wrapped up in all the stuff that she's got going on right now that I don't think it's even processing. I mean, you can just tell by the way that she, like, talks. See, and she's all upset because I asked her to not talk to the media, and it happened to be the day that her dad died, and I'm sitting here trying to comfort her.
Not to speak into the media.
Is this your best
about
friend?
that guy in the news?
Yes. This girl is like my whole world.
Alright. But you're not talking about children or your relationship with Chris or anything like that?
No,
She
the
don't
only
like
time
it.
I ever mentioned him was like that one day.
Okay.
And I didn't even remember that I even had like said that to her because I just...
What's her phone number?
720-425-7330.
Guarantee
So
that
I'm not gonna
number
call her,
doesn't
but
work
at some
anymore.
point, you might want to talk to her, just so you know. I mean, sooner or later she's going to connect the dots, or you're going to tell her, right, if she's your best friend.
I'm not going to tell her. If she figures it out, she figures it out.
Okay, has asked Charlotte not to make any comments to the media. That
If
is
we were
true.
going to talk to her, I'd let you know before.
that
Is
just-
that fair?
Yeah, just
Throws a wrench in her again.
Heads up.
Yep.
And she apologized to me because she was being kind of crazy last night. She was.
So tell me about the new info that you remembered.
Okay, see right here, hold on. She says, look man, I know you work at Anadarko, he did too. I know he murdered his wife and kids. I know he was a dog. I know you're my best friend. I know you have a good heart. I know that that guy needs to go to jail and he will. I know you don't want publicity and neither would I. I know that as a witness, if you say anything, it can cause a mistrial. I know you don't want that, neither do I. Fuck the media, I want my best friend here. I never fucking said anything to her about a trial.
Okay.
So,
But
see, look,
she
she goes, I don't even care if you flirted with him or more. I know you had nothing to do with what happened, and I don't care if your job is having an open investigation. I'm not going to ask you a single question, but my pops died and you're my best friend.
Okay.
And I said, please stop talking about that. And she said, what, are you on house arrest? And she just keeps saying, my father died, what the fuck? She was not okay last night, and I was just trying to, like,
Understandable.
mitigate this. And I was like trying to calm her down, and I said, Charlotte, I'm trying so hard to be the best friend I can to you right now. I said, I want to talk to you about that case. I didn't say the case, I said that case, like I wasn't even affiliated with it
Like
at all, and you need to respect that. And here's me regarding your dad, you know this. And then she's
But
Gross.
freaking out and
you
freaking out.
guys never had a conversation except for this past text messages about Chris and his children.
No, that was it.
Okay.
That was it.
That's fine.
I mean, because he wasn't really something that I, like, super wanted everybody to know about, and I shouldn't have even mentioned it when she brought up what she had, like, going on sexually with her fiancé, and it happened, but at that
You
point...
guys are best friends, it's understandable.
Yeah, see, and she keeps trying to talk about it. She says, if you're not under investigation by the police, I don't care. Why can't you attend your so-called best friend's father's death? It doesn't make sense to me. And all I told her was stop.
And then she
She
sent a
just,
picture
like,
of her dad.
yeah, and she just is, like, freaking out. And finally, I just told her, you know, getting mad at me isn't going to bring your dad back. And that is when she chilled.
Okay.
Well, she kind of went on another rant, but it had nothing to do with Chris. And then she apologized to me this morning for being drunk and sad and angry that her dad died.
What other new information?
Okay,
Oh, man. I definitely do think I can completely, wholeheartedly, like, state that this is another damaging piece of evidence for her. I still don't know how she's not been charged or talked about even more as a hindrance. But you guys being the Zawokians and gone down the Watts rabbit hole, I would highly suggest you guys comment down below your hatred, your want for this case to be open because of NK. Hashtag NK arrested. Put it in below. Again, thank you guys for watching my video, my reaction. I definitely appreciate it. All what you guys do. Please take care. Be safe. Keeping it real. Keep nerding on. We'll see you guys next time.